the Mona Lisa felt before Rembrandt unveiled his masterpiece. Giggling about.
Я надеюсь, картина вам понравится, миссис Кэпфул.
И я надеюсь. Софии не удалось увидеть ее в процессе?
Not one glimpse. I can't bear to expose my work during the creative process.
Right. Well, since we're on the COD process, why don't you go ahead and unveil it? Milo, it's magnificent. Can't even see where you filled in the numbers. I see you managed to find my best side. However did you make the decision?
I take it you're happy?
Yes. I think it's wonderful. I think it immortalizes my future brilliance. And flushes Sophia's right down the toilet.
But I respect you. And I respect your decision. I gotta tell you something. I am terrified for you being in this place.
Being here is my own decision. I'm here to protect Haley. I don't mean to cause any pain or unhappiness to anybody.
It's a little too late for that, isn't it?
Mom, look how long it took the two of you to find each other. I mean, to really let yourselves love each other and commit to each other. Haley and I have that now. Something like that. And this is basically how I understand I have to commit myself to her. There's no way I could take knowing that I'm robbing the two people that I love most in the world of that. Have the wedding, okay, Mom? No, please, Mom. I don't feel right now that I've done anything wrong. I don't want to be guilty of keeping the two of you apart.
How did you get to be so grown up?
Well, I'm gonna still keep hoping that you're there.
If you're not, then we will be here right after the ceremony.
What are you talking about?
That's what we're going to do.
We'll manage somehow.
Right now, I am so angry at you for throwing away your future, and for what? But I'm also prouder of you than I've ever been in my entire life.
Hi, Dad. Oh.
It's not that complicated, officer. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Cruz. Now, where is he?
Well, look, I told you the inspector was not here at the moment.
Now, I know perfectly well that he's here. I talked to him an hour ago.
Look, I'd be willing to help you any way I can, but you cannot wait here.
I certainly will wait here. Don't you know who I am? I will not disturb him. He's expecting me.
Excuse me, ma'am. Yes, sir?
Mail put her on.
It's for you.
Yes?
Good morning.
Cruz, where are you?
Turn around. Look, I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time. We're running a little experiment here, and you said you wanted some help.
Yes, to put Gina and Keith away, not to be a laboratory rat. You said it would happen today.
It is going to happen today, Santana. You just showed me how.
I didn't do anything.
Except transport a known felon. You know, you tell me where Kelly is, and I'll see if I can spring you.
I don't know where Kelly is.
Well, then I'll give you 24 hours to think about it, being the generous man that I am.
I won't know in 24 hours either.
Oh, we'll see about that. Well, you might not enjoy the accommodations here. You know, they're not as comfy as the capital estate. Of course, I could have you back in the capital estate in a couple hours if you give me the name of the person who's responsible for keeping Kelly in the Underground Railroad. You know, just a name. Doesn't have to be a capital name. Could be a public servant's name.
Even more ridiculous than blaming me is blaming Cruz Castillo. I'm going back to my cell now.
Honey, I'm not your butler, okay? You don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do.
Well, I can put up with anything for one day.
I'll see what I can do about an extended visit. We'll trade in that designer blouse for something from our Alcatraz collection. Sarah, could you take Miss Capel back to herself?
Yes.
I think I'll be talking to you again. Real soon. Sarah, send in Rizzo.
Yes.
according to your analysis report here, Rizzo, you've been sniffing a lot more than roses.
No, sir, that's not possible.
It's right down here in black and white. Tests don't lie.
Sir, how can that be? I volunteered to be screened. Can I take a look at that report, sir?
Confidential. You know, what do you do in your spare time? What do you, bench press school buses?
Yeah, I work out a lot. I'm very health conscious.
Oh, well, I tell you what, you do a little special assignment for me, and I'll see if I can get you another urinalysis test. Maybe you'll get past those claws, you know. Get this one tossed out.
Anything, sir, anything.
You ain't heard the half of it yet. You up to a little fast talking this afternoon?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to bait the trap. I want you to go to Keith and tell him that Gina is here and spilling her guts. She's talking about the pills, the accident, whatever you can come up with. Just sell it to him.
That won't be hard. He's paranoid enough already.
All right, then go to Gina and tell her the same thing.
They are going to be breaking their necks to get down here.
Well, if we're lucky, when the dust clears, the two of them will be going away for a while, and you will be free and clear. No charges, no pills, and for a change, no one breathing down your neck.
That sounds wonderful. A little scary, too. I've been so dependent on so many people for so long. First you, and then Keith, and those damn drugs. What happens when it's just me? Will I be able to pull it all together on my own?
Santana, you're going to be fine.
Well, it was easy for you. You had Eden waiting for you. I didn't mean that as an accusation. I meant that it must be wonderful to know that someone loves you so much that they're willing to wait for you no matter how long it takes.
Sweetheart, you're going to find yourself somebody else, or he's going to find you. You're too special to be alone.
I hope that he's a lot like you.
I hope he's a lot better for you than I was. Besides, you already got somebody waiting for you. Brandon needs you badly.
Oh, no, I can't make another home for him again, not until I prove that I'm worthy of him.
Are you kidding? You were doing a great job with him until those pills came along. Which is why I think it's worth any amount of time and effort to put Gina and Keith where they belong.
You know, even though we're not together, you've created a future for me after all. Thank you, Cruz.
Ted, I want you to tell them that I started the fire, please.
Kelly, I don't know anything like that.
Then I'll tell them.
No. It's not going to change their mind, okay? I'm not going to say a word.
It doesn't matter. The case will be closed because they will have me.
It is not your fault. I chose to be here. And I promised you I would not let anything happen to you, and I'm not. Besides, I couldn't stand to see you locked up in here.
I'd be okay. I hate seeing you in here. I love you.
Eddie, there's been a few times in my life when I've known that I was doing exactly the right thing. When I stood up to Dad, you know, and I moved out of the house. When I met you. That's how I feel now. I have no doubt about it. I love you. I'm telling you, and if I let us down right now, I would regret that for the rest of my life. It'd be a lot harder than just what we're doing right now. So, Eddie, if you really care about me, if you're really worried, then just do what's best and just leave everything alone, okay, please?
I don't know. I don't know. It's too hard.
I know. I'm asking a lot. Yes? Yeah, just 1 minute, okay?
I'm sorry, Mr. Timmons' orders.
No. I love you.
What can we do for you, Perl? Courtney's not here.
Is she with Kelly, by any chance?
Who told you?
Come on, Mr. C, let's not play games here. I'm the one that gave you the wheel to the getaway car. Now, all I ask in return is a little thing. That's all.
Sorry.
Just a chance to see Kelly.
Sorry, Perl. Kelly's off limits to anybody but the family.
I know you two are worried about her being found, but man, I can make James Bond look like a klutz. I mean, it won't be the first time I give the coppers the runaround, and with Kelly's help, too.
Oh, we appreciated so much everything you've done.
I see. But not enough to bend the rules. Is that what you're telling me?
Sisi, what do you think?
Look, let me tell you one thing about your daughter, okay? She's not half as afraid of taking risks as either one of you thinks she is. One simple proposal. Just ask her if she wants to see me, all right? Let her decide. Let her decide if it's worth it or not.
Kelly's not making those decisions. And you're right, she may give you a different answer, but the risk involves all of us.
Come on. Sophia, Kelly talks to you. Does she say that she misses me at all? I mean, if she wants to see me badly enough, you wouldn't step on her way, would you? Please.
He's right. Pearl, he's right. It can't be one person's decision, but I promise you this. We'll tell her you're thinking about it.
Sophia, what will we...
And we will give her any message you want us to give.
Any message. But what I have to tell her, I happen to want to tell her myself, okay?
Leave it alone, Sisi.
Just tell her that I love her. That's all, plain and simple. No stories, no speeches, just that I love her. But what the heck? What does that amount to, anyway?
So what you expect her to do? Fall at your feet and start spilling her guts?
Gordon doesn't talk soon. Sunk.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. If the cruise takes me down, you go down with me.
Just because I can't convince Sisi to confide in me? At least not yet.
Well, you better get him started, darling.
Why should I help you anyway? You're so convinced I'm the one that planted those pills in your apartment. Why do you think you can trust me now?
Oh, because I can trust you to scramble when the butt that's going to get hoisted is yours.
You can't prove anything, Keith. As far as planting those pills, I was too toasted that night. I don't even know how I got home. I think your brain's starting to slip.
You were the one that tried to prove Santana an unfit mother, not me, dear.
You were the one who turned her into an adulterous wife. Anything to make Cruz look like a sap, right? Now who looks like a sap, Keith?
At least Santana had her moments, I'm telling you, and put you back in the gutter. You tried to kiss me off to Cruz, you understand me?
I'm the one who lied for you, sweetheart, remember? You were the jerk in Santana's car when she tried to, hit and run with Eden's body. Did I go to the cops? No, I was nice. Nicer than you deserved. Well, now that I'm going to be a lady of wealth, I guess I should get used to little acts of charity that I'll be doing for the less fortunate.
You do what I say. You find Kelly.
Get yourself a bloodhound and find her yourself. Gina looked like she was in a hurry.
She is busy, you know.
Did she say where she was going?
Who cares where she was going?
Oh, I certainly don't. You are going to be here for a while, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why? Why this newfound civility? You wouldn't give me the time of day yesterday, huh? What's going on here? What do you know?
I was just wondering.
Where's Gina going?
About her social secretary.
Oh, my God, you know where she's going. You do. You know what the hell's going on here. Come on, answer me. Why does Gina want to see Cruz?
Who said she did?
That's it, isn't it?
Oh, Keith, why don't you just sit down, order your lunch? You'll feel a lot better once you chew something up into little pieces. You always do.
Cruz offered her a deal, didn't he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He did, didn't he? He offered her carte blanche as long as she came across with something that would cut me off at the knees.
Oh, you don't have to worry, Keith, unless you've got something to hide. Oh, unless Gina knows about you and those pills. Or maybe she knows about your whereabouts that night when I, all alone in my car, took my hands off the steering wheel and hit Eden accidentally.
You're trying to get me going, aren't you? She wouldn't talk to Cruz. She wouldn't cross me.
Of course not. I'm sure she'd rather go to prison than say a word against you. That's just how she is.
Gregorian just called from New York, you know? Confirming our guess, we do have a possible seismosaurus from the sauropid family. And, well, don't get too excited.
Sorry, Lionel. What did Gregorian say?
Listen, it serves me right for talking before I come in the room. Bad news in the letter?
My mother.
You mean that lady with the wide brim hat and holding the broom with the bulging eyes you told me about?
Sometimes I wish she did look like that. It would have made life a lot easier.
Well, we can't blame her for being pretty, can you?
Well, maybe if she weren't so pretty, she would have worked on the rest of herself a little more.
Ooh, that's amazing. Usually it's the parent that expects the kid to be perfect. Why don't you go easy on her?
I'm not a child, Lionel. I know that any relationship takes hard work and compromise and all that, but I didn't learn that from her. Her answer is, if you don't like what you got, get what you like.
Well, it's not all bad, is it?
Move on. Next stop. Next town. Next man.
Maybe she's just scared.
Scared of what?
Age? Settling for less? At least she's not breathing down your neck.
Now, this letter says that she's thinking out coming up for a visit. Sometimes I do miss her, you know, when I really want to be close. I just think of all those times when I was a little girl. And we'd pick up and move every other year to new school. Just when I made a couple friends. She didn't care. We should have stayed in Santa Barbara.
Hey. If things get too bad, you can always vacate and come over here to a spare room.
Mean it?
Yeah, I mean it. I like having Alice here. What's another surrogate daughter?
Sergeant, I'm looking for Inspector Castillo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Timmons. He's tied up.
I don't care if he's talking to the mayor. I want to speak to him.
I have strict orders, no interruptions. He's interrogating somebody now, and it sounded pretty important.
Mel, listen, I got to talk to him.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't believe she returned it without even looking at it. Well, it's the last time I give Sophia a present. Maybe I'll unveil it at my reception, СиСи. It's a little early for Halloween, isn't it?
I think you'll be interested in what I have to say.
You're committing yourself permanently.
Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. You are.
Look, if you want to see the latest snapshots of Brandon, I'll have them mailed to you. That's as close as you're going to get to him.
Now, I wouldn't be so sure, Gina. I just ran into your boyfriend, Keith.
You two talk about old times, about cheating on Cruz and almost killing Eden.
Oh, actually, we were talking about you. You know, I have never seen Keith so jumpy. I guess it was because I was there. It was only supposed to be he and Cruz.
Cruz and Keith? You must be hallucinating, Santana.
Oh, no, I saw them at the precinct.
Oh, Keith's the DA. I mean, he could be talking to Cruz about a million things.
They could be, but they're not. Cruz was awful nice and invited me in just to ease my mind.
No small feat, I'm sure.
So how does it feel to know that someone that you've trusted is about to destroy your life? Never mind, I already know.
He can't hurt me.
Oh, famous last words, Gina. It gives me great pleasure to say that the cops are going to be after you any time now.
Really? Well, maybe you ought to stay here and wait for them. You can let them in the door. But me, you see, I've got a meeting.
It won't do you any good to go to the precinct, Gina. It's too late.
You know something, Santana? I think I liked you better on drugs. So, you let Pearl see Kelly?
No. If that kiss was a bribe, it didn't work, but you're welcome to try again.
Oh, come on, СиСи. He's earned our trust. He really let them be. You know what he's going to do. He's just going to follow us to the boathouse and make more of a fuss than if we told him where she...
Just let him try it.
I would do exactly the same thing if someone was trying to keep me away from you. I'd go out of my mind trying to find you. I'd do anything. I'd take any chance at all. Please. I love you. And Kelly cares about him. She misses him. She asks about him all the time. It would make her so happy.
You should be in politics. One short visit, only if I make sure it's safe, though. You're driving me nuts.
Excuse me, Mr. Capwell.
It's okay.
What the hell is he doing here?
Mr. Lockridge on the property. Again?
Yeah, well, I started digging on my side of the fence.
Your side? You don't even have a side.
Well, Perl didn't mind me digging.
I do, especially when you end up on my land. Aren't you a little old to be playing in dirt?
Seem to be digging for something.
Lionel, are you all right?
Oh, I'm more than all right. Everything's just fine. I am on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough.
What, have you been drinking?
Oh, you want to smell my breath?
Lionel. What are you doing?
Well, would you believe me if I told you I was digging for dandelions to make my pauper soup?
You'll be digging for your grave pretty soon. Lionel, I'm warning you for the last time. Stay off my property. I'm telling you right now.
Sisi, we are digging, we are excavating for a dinosaur.
He's not drunk. He's insane.
No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. A dinosaur. Oh, you heard of the La Brea tar pits down south? You know, where they have extinct animals? Well, we are digging for a prehistoric being right near this very spot. This very spot.
You know what I think you ought to do? I think you better get a good psychiatrist before it's too late. And if I catch you even sneezing on my property, I'll be digging you up in a million years. Now, would you get him out of here, please?
Well, nice visiting with you, Sophia. Do you mind if I...
Lionel, get lost, will you? Probably find him eccentric and charming, don't you?
I'm just a little curious.
Probably tunneling his way to your bedroom.
Hey.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm on edge between him and Gina. I'm getting neurotic about whether something's going to give about this wedding.
Nothing's going to give, baby. Our wedding is in 2 days, and we are going to get married now. I know what we're going to do right now is we're going to lock that door and shut the whole world out.
Oh, well, that might take off the edge.
Glad you're here.
I'd love to chat, sweetie, but I gotta run.
No, I need to talk to you.
Call me later, okay?
No, please, now. I just saw Ted.
Ted, I'd love to help you with Ted. I really would, but I can't. If you don't let me take care of this, I'm not gonna be able to help anybody with anything from now on.
What's wrong?
It'd be easy to tell you what's right. That I have time for. The answer's nothing.
Gina, I'm turning myself in no matter what Mason has told me.
Don't you go haywire on me now, Haley. Just go home and take a bath or something.
I can't stand to think of Ted in that cell any longer.
Well, then think about yourself stuck in that cell.
I'm serious. Please, will you be with me when I talk to Cruz?
No, because you're not going to say anything to anybody. For once, Lily is right. You just lay low and wait till this thing blows over. By that time, Ted will be out.
But what if he's not?
Well, then Cece will buy him out. That's the Capwell way, believe me. I know what I'm talking about. So don't worry. Cruz? Look, I haven't got time for this crisis right now. Cruz, I have to talk to you.
Well, look, Gina, I'm real busy today. You got a complaint? Take it up with the desk sergeant.
Yeah, I got a complaint. I heard you were talking to Mr. Timmons.
Well, that would be confidential, wouldn't it?
Word gets around. I've got a few things to say myself.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay, I got a couple minutes. Why don't you step into my office?
I hope your pencil's sharp. Boy, have I got a story for you.
It's gonna cost you.
Break out of this joint, eh, sweetheart?
I knew you'd come.
How you doing, yeah? I see you got all the amenities over there, hot and cold running rust and all that jazz.
Yeah, well, I keep telling myself it's only for one day. It'll pass. It's worth it, though, because Kelly's innocent.
Well, boy, I never figured you for a freedom-fighting Golda Meir type.
Yeah, well, I think that the teachers at the Shipley School for Girls would be impressed.
I guess they sure would be. They raised the winner, and she's beautiful, too, even even behind bars.
I wanted to make you proud of me.
Yeah. Well, look, I've talked to everybody around this joint, and they all say, 1, 2, 3, Snapple, you're going to be sprung just like that. Yeah, I talked to Eden, to Sophia, to СиСи, and nobody's being straight with me. If there was somebody else I could ask, I would, but I'll just have to trust that you can understand where I'm coming from when I ask you where Kelly is.
I can't believe you came here pretending to be worried about me.
I am worried about you.
No, Pearl. You came here to use me to get to Kelly. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I told everyone else around here. I don't know where she is.
You know, look, I wish I could believe you, but I don't.
Just get out of here before I call a guard.
Well, I'm going to leave. I'm sorry if I've been insensitive, if I've hurt you.
You know, Pearl, I used to think you were a really special person. But this is one of the cruelest things anyone has ever done to me. Well, I hope they never let you see Kelly. I hate you. Guard! Guard!
Look, it's all lies. Keith would say anything to save what's left of his career.
Listen, why don't you sip on a little water and calm down so you can answer some questions?
I plead the fifth.
I haven't even asked you anything yet.
Doesn't matter. I'm innocent. How could you believe anything that Keith would say? You know what he did to Santana. How could you trust him now?
Oh, I trust him as far as I trust you.
That's what I think of your legal system.
Oh, I think you might want to strike that last remark.
I'd like to strike a lot of things around here. Well, where's his confession? I'd like to read it.
What makes you think Keith confessed to anything?
Because he's guilty.
I should have known. I should have known.
What's she doing here?
She's just taking notes.
She makes me nervous. Could you ask her to go?
We will, but first you gotta do some talking.
Forget it. I want an attorney.
That's odd. I wonder why Keith didn't ask for one when he was in here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Timmons. I've got orders to keep you here.
Under whose authority?
Inspector Castile. He said he'll be with you in a minute.
This is crazy.
Please, sir, if you don't mind.
This day just seems to be getting better and better. No offense, Mr. C, but I think I've had enough letdowns for this month, all right?
Oh, well, then I guess you're not interested in seeing Kelly this afternoon, huh?
Excuse me? Did I hear you correctly?
Sophia and I think you're in that much.
I don't believe this. You are beautiful, Mr. C.
You know, so far you haven't given me anything I can use.
Well, I don't know anything. If you want answers, talk to Keith. He's the blabbermouth.
Let's see, so far you've called him what? Crazy, vicious, brutal, a pathological liar, rotten to the core, a weasel, I believe?
Well, it's all true.
Yeah, but I can't convict him on any of that.
Well, if I knew anything, I would have come forward before. I know it's a crime to withhold evidence, and as I told you,
Yeah, that's right. You told me you're innocent, of course. How could I forget? Why don't you stay put for a second? Estelle, you want to step outside? So we burned up 2 of those steno rolls already. Why don't you get a third one and meet me back here in 10 minutes?
That's a handy little setup you got.
Gina thinks so. One look at you, we couldn't shut her up.
I noticed.
Makes interesting reading. You want to hear it?
Since when do you put stock in what Gina said?
Since she started making sense. Remember that story about the 2 of you were together the night Eden was hit on Inspiration Point?
I was in the motel room with Gina.
You know, not according to this. I guess somehow her memory failed her then. You know, Keith, you should call your lawyer. You're gonna need him.
I want to make a deal.
I'm not interested in dealing.
We'll clear Santana up. Gina won't do that. She wants to see her put away for good.
Well, I suppose I could hear you out if you make it quick.
I saw Santana walk through. Get her in here. She needs a break.
All right, I'll get her in here, but it better be good.
Well, Gina under glass.
A little morbid there, wouldn't you say?
Forget that. When do we boogie?
All right. First thing I want you to do is promise me that you will not tell anyone where she is.
Over my dead body.
All right, we can't go straight there because I'm afraid of being followed.
Mr. C, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm a little old for a chaperone.
That's the way it goes, Pearl, or it's off.
Hey, fine. Love to have you.
I left my book down here. I thought I left the one I needed in the study.
Your books? What are you, trespassing again, Lionel?
Be it ever so humble.
You want to tell me why you're allowing this to go on?
Lionel, calm down, neighbor, will you? It isn't as if Pearl is letting me stay here. I own the place again, see?
Oh, never should have believed a man who wears an earring.
Wait a minute. It's all perfectly legal, CC. See, now, he agreed not to sell it to a Lockridge. He didn't. He sold it to Julia, who sold it to me. See? No problem. I mean, now, if you don't mind, it's my turn to kick you off my property.
Oh, that's okay, Mr. C. Now, we were just leaving anyway.
You're not going anywhere near my family. Or anyone in it.
But you gave me your word.
You gave me yours! You blew it, Pearl. I want you to enjoy your friend because you've given up a great deal today and tomorrow and forever, as far as I'm concerned.
Mr. C.
What I say stays off the record.
You haven't said a word yet. Estelle, leave us alone for a while. Thanks.
You hang up this lousy frame job. I'll tell you the truth as far as it goes.
All right, I'm going to listen, Keith, but like I said, Gina has basically planted
I wasn't
you.
with Gina that night. I was with Santana in the car, but I wasn't driving.
You took the wheel.
I never saw Eden.
You knew we'd hit someone. You did, didn't you?
I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Then why did you lie? Why did you destroy me?
If they found the truth, it'd be over for me. I know you're not going to believe this, but I cared for you, and I still do.
We're touched and grateful. And what is the deal?
I see the charges against Santana gets dropped. I work from the inside. I'll be dropped to nothing.
That's not enough.
Cruz.
I want you to sign this.
What's this?
It's a complete confession. Santana filled in the blanks.
I said this was off the record.
You really think your alibi is going to hold up under investigation? Gina just blew your story sky high in there.
I'll go to jail.
Who said anything about jail? You see, I'm willing to make a deal with you, too. You sign the confession, and not only will I keep you out of jail, I'll give you back to me.
It's cash.
You're in a position to ask questions. You sign it, you stay out of prison. That much is guaranteed. You have my word. One more and we're done.
This is a resignation. This is crazy.
That's a resignation indeed.
Forget it.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to charge you with perjury, obstructing justice, and as an accessory to attempted vehicular manslaughter. I got a signed confession right here.
You can't do this.
I just did it. You want the confession back, you will resign. That's the catch. Sign it. You don't have a choice.
Suppose this goes to you. Congratulations. How's it feel?
To ruin a life? I'll never feel as good as you do when you do that. But right now, I feel just fine.
You all right?
I feel great.
When to go?
What was all that signing? What were those papers?
We're just clearing up the mystery of the pills. Keith just signed a statement saying that you were the one who passed them up on Santana.
Since when does Keith say so? Count as proof.
You think I need proof? I know what you did. You bought him from Angel, you switched the prescription, didn't you?
Not for someone who has all the answers, Cruz. You certainly ask a lot of questions.
I want to hear it from you.
Hear it from Keith. You might be able to scare a confession out of him, but not me.
Sit down, Gina.
You haven't got anything on me, Cruz. I don't know what happened out there, but things are a whole lot different on this side of the soundproof glass. I'm free to go, Inspector, unless you've got a piece of paper that says something different. Well, Santana, it looks like you lose again.
What is she talking about?
We can't hold her.
What about the pills she gave me?
There's a little problem proving that. You might be able to get Keith out of the way, but not me. You see, I'm not scared of you.
Can't you do anything about this?
Oh, don't worry, we'll get her. Sooner or later, she's going to make a mistake.
It's not over yet, Gina.
You played your best hand, Santana. You won't get another chance. And pretty soon, no one in this whole town will dare to question me. Especially two common pests like you.
You got something to tell me. Like, where your cousin Kelly's hiding out.
I already told him I don't know where she is.
Where is she, huh? Get up! Enough. Rizzo.
What the hell's going on here?
He's wearing the wrong uniform, man. He ought to be wearing these.
Here you come. Are you all right?
Yes.
I was just scaring her, Inspector, same as you would.
Hey, we heard the scream and then this one came running in.
Well, apparently it was a good thing you did.
He asked me about Kelly and you wouldn't stop.
Clifford, I want you to go back to your cell.
No.
It's safe. I'll be there, I promise.
Let me go with her.
Okay, let him go with her. They'll stay together for the time being.
What do you think you're doing here asking her questions about Kelly Capwell? I was told to.
I'm gonna have your badge for this, Rizzo.
You can't make that stick, man. I was following orders.
You saved your breath, man. I know who gave you those orders, and you and your boss are through.
Oh, you got a lot of nerve, mister.
I thought you'd never get it. You set me up with the steel reel.
Looks like hell. You're the one that went and told Cruz all about those pills when you swore to me that you wouldn't.
Blew my alibi for the hit and run. Cost me my job. It was either that or jail. Now I'm finished.
What?
Forced a confession. There wasn't much I could do after you opened your big mouth.
But I didn't. Jeez. I pleaded the fifth. I didn't say a word. I can't believe you fell for that. He suckered you and you fell right into the trap. No way, man. I told you I wouldn't turn on you. I can't believe there's no idiot would talk unless they've seen a signed confession.
Shut up.
That's what I get for trying to be your friend.
I want to be alone.
Keith, look, you'd never make much money at this job anyway. You'll be much better off out on your own.
You'll never know how much this job meant to me. And would you please get out of here before I kill you myself and save СиСи the trouble?
Right. Going. But if there's anything I can do, give me a call. I'll be back. I'm really sorry.
Hey, your pal Rizzo just came this close to raping Courtney Capwell.
Come on! Tell it to the next DA. It's over. You won. Isn't that enough?
I want you out of here by tomorrow.
You know something, Castillo? Maybe it's good that this happened. It gives me an opportunity to concentrate on something that's really important to me. Getting you back for Katie's death.
Tomorrow, Keith.
Well, sooner or later, baby, you know. You owe me. You owe me for my job. You owe me for my sister's life. And I collect my debts. And for you, 100-fold. You hear that?
Don't miss Matlock, starring Andy Griffith. Matlock defends a stripper trapped in a setup. Then Crime Story moves to its regular time at 9, 8 Central and Mountain. Will Luca move in on a sports betting operation before Torello shuts him down? Crime Story. And later tonight, Johnny's back on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Welcome back, Johnny.